Leadership flashing with excellence.
Light shine bright everywhere we go. Music for the people, making music for the people. Light shine bright everywhere we go. Light shine bright everywhere we go.
Leadership impacting society with peace, love, and hope.
Everywhere we go. Music for the people, making music for the people.
Shining the light for America. The James A. Hendricks School of Leadership.
Hello. Happy Wednesday here. The title of this episode is Trump, Yes or No. And I know I'm probably going to anger some of my audiences, but many of you know I'm an avid Trump supporter. Regardless of where I get my news, which I try to have most of my news be conservative based. I may not necessarily agree with how my news source gathers things, but I will. Here we go. Netanyahu. Biden divided. Israel sending team to D.C. to discuss impasse. Let's listen to this.
President Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu spoke for the first time in a month yesterday. Their main dispute remains Israel's plan to attack the last terrorist stronghold in Gaza.
Well, as a result of that call, a team of Israeli officials is coming to Washington to discuss alternatives to a military operation against Rafah. CBN's Chris Mitchell reports.
Israel's prime minister says he had a long phone call with U.S. President Joe Biden about the Jewish nation's main goals in Gaza.
The elimination of Hamas, the release of all our hostages, and the promise that Gaza will no longer pose a threat to Israel.
He's agreed to send a team to Washington to discuss major disagreements, like the Biden administration's position that Israel shouldn't invade Rafah, Hamas's last major stronghold.
Our position is that Hamas should not be allowed a safe haven in Rafah or anywhere else, but a major ground operation there would be a mistake.
Netanyahu insists Hamas will continue to be a major threat if Israel is not allowed to attack the remaining terrorist elements in Rafah. Still, the Biden administration asserts it's on board with Israel's goals, even if it appears opposing an attack on Rafah undermines those goals.
The president emphasized his bone-deep commitment to ensuring the long-term security of Israel.
The United Nations World Food Program says if the fighting doesn't halt in Gaza, nearly half of its 2 million people could starve to death.
There are about 1.1 million people in catastrophic level of hunger.
The food agency asserts if it can't get 300 trucks of aid into Gaza every day, the famine could spread all across the Gaza Strip. Israel says it's not stopping the aid trucks, but the UN fails to distribute much of the food, and trucks are often hijacked or looted by Hamas.
Okay. This is one reason why I think we should have Trump. You may say, well, why? How about the fact that Trump stands for Israel? I have yet to see that Biden has done that at all. And Biden's foreign policy track record leaves a lot to be desired. And I think even Democrats know that, okay? And I say this once being a Democrat. You know, I guess I thought I could be a moderate or conservative Democrat, but that those days are fleeting. Now, Here's another one, maybe. Christian nationals reject the left's misleading narrative. Let's listen to this.
The label Christian nationalism is often heard in media and political circles, and this election year you're going to hear a lot about this. Depending on the source, attempts to define the term paint it as more ominous than ever before. Well, CBN's chief political analyst David Brody brings us the story.
Since Donald Trump's entry into politics began with a ride down the Trump Tower escalator almost 9 years ago, the presidential candidate spoke directly to evangelical Christians, and many responded in kind. In 2024, not much has changed.
We have to bring back our religion. We have to bring back Christianity in this country.
Unfortunately, some who made their way inside the Capitol on January 6th echoed some of that same spirit.
Can we move beyond January 6th? Okay. Let's move beyond that. So, with those two stories, I ask you, Trump, yes or no? And I can hear some of you, well, you're being harsh. Jimmy, you're being harsh. Am I? Do you really want 4 more years of more of the same under Biden or under the Democrats? I mean, look, I do my best when I record the news not to go under this contentious rhetoric that the devil seems to want to put us under. I have friends that I outright disagree with. I have a friend who is a centrist, who is one of those, I guess, never Trumpers. And you got her husband, who's more left-wing. I don't want Trump in there, period. And it seems the left-wing is obsessed with getting rid of Trump because he's one person right now. But Jimmy, couldn't you have supported, say, DeSantis or Nikki Haley or something? DeSantis sounds like a step up guy. But there's one problem. And some of you are like, what? Ron DeSantis is a career politician. No. Trump needs to be back in the White House because he's a businessman more than he's a politician. And we need a businessman to fix this country. Oh, but Jimmy, we went through all this before, back in 92 with Ross Perot. Well, so? What if we visited again? And you can be angry with me all that you want, but I'm going to speak my piece here. Trump, yes or no? Yes or no, America? Your public is waiting. Hope you enjoy listening to the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership classroom. Until next time, keep up your faith. I want you to please keep up your hope. I say this every time I need to self-soothe. Jesus saves and I'm okay. So I want you to put this down in your soul. Jesus saves and we're all going to be okay. Take care and be proactively informed. God bless you. Remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy loves you. I really, 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 really love you. God bless you and have a blessed day.